Okay, now, so where were we? Yes, that's right. Yes. No. Okay, wait. No. We can cut the music for right now. That's for the soundtrack to Rudy, the great hero movie, the kid that wanted to play football, and I believe for Notre Dame, Amy, Coney, Barrett. You went to Notre Dame. So did Rudy. We've been wanting to play Rudy's theme song ever since we began this podcast, but we couldn't find the right hook, the right way to introduce it until you came along. Everything I said, though, before I acknowledged our underwriter is true. It is how I feel. And don't, please make no mistake about this. This election is not in the bag. Don't pay attention to these polls. I'm telling you, that was the death of you in 2016. I tried to warn you then. I'll warn you again. Don't listen to any of that stuff. Nothing is a sure thing. We're dealing with Donald J. Trump. He pulled it off once before, and you know in the back of your minds he can pull it off again. So don't take this for granted. You need to act every day, these 35 days between now and the election, every single day, as if, holy shit, he's going to get a second term. But I wanted to tell you that there is good news, and there's something going on out there. We can do this. First, we have to lift ourselves out of our despair. We have to lift ourselves out of our cynicism. Yes, we all know about the Democrats, and we wish they were better at what they do. And I know people, including myself, have been critical of Joe Biden, and we worked for other candidates or whatever, but still, come on. We're 35 days away from the biggest ass-whoopin of all time, of an authoritarian, totalitarian, malignant narcissist who thinks he can stay there, but we hold the power. So what I want to do here now over these, next few weeks, we have a number of really interesting podcasts ahead of us here, episodes, and some great guests coming up here. I just want to share with you that there's this other side of me too that can see the future. If we do our job, if we leave it up just to the party, just to the candidate, it's too great of a risk, my friends. This is our democracy at stake. We didn't even get to have a full democracy. So I want that chance still. I want that chance in my lifetime. And so it won't happen if we let Trump have another 4 years. That's just the freaking truth, and you know it. And that doesn't take anything away from what our concerns and criticisms are. We can live to have that fight, but first we have to live another day to have that. We don't get the other day if we still have Trump in the White House. Wouldn't you much rather be playing offense? Us, the squad, all the good people playing offense with, against Biden, the Democrats, whatever, but they're in there. It's not a pipe dream to think that we can move that ball further down the field. I'm going to run out of sports analogies here. But I just want to tell you that right now, you've got one job to do. One job this week that all of us have to do, and that's called voter registration. Because, my friends, beginning this Friday, October 2nd, the first states shut down voter registration. And if you're not registered by Friday in some of these states, you can't vote between now and November 3rd, or on November 3rd. It's over. The first thing you have to do, all of us have to do, is you have to go online to vote.org or any of a number of sites, Rock the Vote, LeBron James's site, and click on the link that says, check your voter registration. Check to see if you're registered. Now, you may think you're registered and you may not be registered. You may have moved. Our system is such a mess. They have messed with the system. All of us have to verify right now, today, that we are registered to vote. That's your first thing you're going to do when we're done here in a few minutes. You're going to go on vote.org. That's the easiest one to remember. Vote.org. And it will ask you, do you want to check your voter registration to make sure you're registered? You click on that link, and then it will ask you for your name and your address and your zip code. That's it. It's that easy. So all of us listening to this, hundreds of thousands of you who are listening to this, you need to do this. And then you need to contact over the next few days every friend, family member, people you work with, used to work with, go to school with. So there you go. You've got your job for today, tomorrow. Register. Get other people to register. It's so easy. They made it so easy for us. Let's do that. Let's do it now. We'll have other things that I'll present to you over the coming days and weeks that we can do together. We're going to do this. We're going to do this because Trump, you're listening. I know you're listening. You're on your way out. And we're the ones who are going to send you out of the White House and off to wherever you're going. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Rumble with Michael Moore today here on this podcast in this most historic moment of our lives. We're in it right now. We're in it. We're going to win it. We're going to come out of our despair. And we're going to listen to the closing credit song from the Shawshank Redemption, because there's no better way for us to head out there thinking about Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman working on that boat on the beach. My thanks to our executive producer, Basil Hamden, our editor and sound engineer, Nick Quaz, and to everybody who's out there registering people right now. Thank you for the work you're doing. This is it, folks. This is it. I'm Michael Moore, and this is Rumble.